to Morgus Presents.
Morgus Presents is brought to you by Cox Communications, rebuilding a greater New Orleans together.
Good evening, friends of science, those of the higher order, and especially you stockbrokers, bankers, and economists. Get ready for an economic weekend that's going to give the willies to Wall Street. But for you, my devoted followers, there is a financial reward headed your way. Not from Uncle Sam, but from Uncle Eric. A reward like you've never dreamed possible, my friends. You see, money is coming your way. That is, if you have a checkbook handy. You may wake up tomorrow with a bank account of a millionaire. Now, I know some of you are going to think I am mentally and clinically crazy. Well, go ahead and call the funny farm, if you will. But you may be cutting off your wallets. A scientific method has been devised by yours truly that will open up bank accounts for every one of you, my friends, thanks to Eric here. And you know, as Churchill once said, never have so many owed so much to so little. Tell you what, my friends, this little guy is going to make a lot of you very rich, and I'll give you 1 minute to get your checkbooks ready. Now, do what I'm telling you. 1 minute. All right, Eric, this is what we're going to do. You go ahead and fix up the blackboard while I explain the theory. Oh, there they are. Well, friends, get ready. You see, there is a legitimate scientific way for everyone who owns a checkbook to become a millionaire. The theory, of course, is a little complicated, but I'm going to make it as simple as possible. In fact, even Chopsley will understand. Remember the pyramid clubs and the chain letters a few years ago? I mean, the way they worked, you received a list of 5 or 10 names of people, and then you sent out the letter to 5 or 10 people with a few dollars, and then you'd receive back a bundle of money, thousands of dollars, right? Of course, it turned out to be just a big joke, because there were always people who would break the chain and not send out the letter with their dollars, you see? I mean, the whole thing would fall apart, and of course, everybody would lose their money. It didn't work, my friends, because they did not have a computer. They didn't have a computer controlling it. Now hear this. If everyone interested had their name and checkbook number programmed into a supercomputer, it wouldn't allow anyone to drop out and would automatically fill the commitment, and the dollars would flow from one account to the other. And of course now we have the Eon Research Infinity computer, Eric here, all programmed with millions of names of people who have given me their phone numbers and checking account numbers, and they want to join. You see, my friends, the banks do this every day. They pass money from one bank to the other and never sit on it. It's called the float. The float. You bankers know what I'm talking about. All right, Chopsley, you got that ready? I want to explain to you how this is going to work. Now, what we have here is just like you see under a microscope. In fact, everything has a scientific explanation. While looking at molecules and genes, I realized that they supply one another. And this gave me the idea. Now, let's suppose this is you right here. And you write out a check for $100,000 on your checking account. I know what you're going to say. Look, I don't have $100,000 in my checking account. But wait a minute. Got a surprise for you. Our computer transfers that check of yours to this guy over here, who might be your granduncle. The computer has 5 other people here that are going to loan you. They're going to loan you, sweet little you, $100,000 each. You'll have $500,000 in your checking account. Now, what happens there? You owe them $500,000, right? But you never have to pay them back. And you don't pay taxes on it because IRS can't take it. It's a loan, right? And of course, that's where our little business comes in, right over here. What we have here is a brokerage firm. For the want of names, we call Morgus, and Morgus. Now, the brokerage firm, of course, takes the $100,000 check that you receive, and we, of course, put it in your account so that you do not write a bad check. We have $400,000 left. So Morgus and Morgus brokerage firm puts it into the Morgus Bank and Trust. And of course, you can trust us. You know that. We'll hold on to that money, right? And we're going to work out a little endowment for you. Now, you don't get to keep the $400,000. We take a little commission, you know, a little 10% here, which I'll explain later. We get a little money, you know. But we put that money in the Morgus Bank and Trust, and we give you an endowment of $40,000 a year for the rest of your life. And of course, speaking of life, you've got to take out life insurance when you borrow money, so we take out $100,000 on each one of these donors to you, to make them the beneficiary. And of course, we take it out through Morgus Mutual Life. So you can see, friends, we've got it all legitimately organized. And later on, here's the big news. You see all these wires back here? My neighbors, my sweet neighbors out there, have loaned me their telephone lines. And I have allowed them to come on down here in a couple of days and get in on this. The rest of you will be able to call in. We have 1,000 lines tied into Eric. So later on, I'm going to give you the phone number. And then you get out that checkbook, and I'm going to show you how to go to the promised land by television. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, we got to go to the television station and let them run the little entertainment for a little while. But call your friends and tell them to get in on this. I'll be giving out the number a little later. Go ahead and roll it for a while, and we'll be right back. I got to get it. Keep your hands on these certificates when I need them. Oh, there they are. Now, look, friends, we can't do it all on the telephone. You realize that. We have to start off this Pyramid Club by using live people, because that's the way you get it started, and you must have cash to start off any business. In fact, Wiley is bringing some people. Oh, that must be him. Oh, there he is.
I got over here as fast as I could. Morgie, baby, you've outdone yourself this time. I mean, no one would have thought of the pyramid scheme tied into the float system controlled by a computer.
And it's all scientifically legitimate. Oh, who's this?
Oh, this is Julius Caesar, a very well-known hobo and panhandler. Everybody on the street knows Julius. Now, you said you needed someone to start the pyramid, right?
Right.
Well, I was thinking of this fantastic publicity angle. I mean, take a guy like Julius, obviously at the bottom of the heap, and let's watch him float to the top, if you catch my drift.
Oh, you're clever. The old American way, huh?
Well, that's why I'm your manager. Now, look, you take care of Julius. I'll look over the paperwork, huh?
Oh, yeah. Julius, step over here, fella.
Say, man, you could spare me a couple of bucks for a cup of coffee, couldn't you?
Oh, a couple of bucks for coffee? Yeah. What do? Sit next to the orchestra? Look, fella, get over here. You're going to make a lot of money. I want you to sit down.
Wait, I don't have to work for it, huh?
Oh, listen, fella, you got to realize you're going to make a lot of money. Oh, come in. Oh, there they are. Well, I've been waiting for you fellas here. Well, you actually are going to start off my 5 nucleus, you see, for the pyramid. Wait a minute. Where's the other 2 fellows?
Oh, well, you see, 2 of my brothers could not be here tonight, so I brought their checks for them.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right, now, as I explained on the phone, you know how this works, right?
Well, I did read the circular what you had in the neighborhood, and as I understand it, we each give 100,000 bucks to some poor soul, which in turn 5 others give us 100,000 bucks. Is that basically right?
You get $500,000 altogether. Look, I better explain it on the board. Step over here. Real simple. Look. As a matter of fact, this is a fellow that you're going to give the check to. I mean, actually, we're going to need cash. You realize that, for one of the recipients. Now, as you see, the nucleus is just like you fellows here. You are going to be one of these 5, and of course, you each give money to this fellow over here, you see, and each one of you give $100,000 to him. But of course, then you end up getting $500,000 also, because people over here are giving money to you, and, you know, it works back and forth from one to the other. It keeps floating, just like the bank float, you understand? And here's the best news of all. Naturally, when you loan money, you have to have an insurance policy. So you see, this fellow's the one you're going to be loaning to, Julius Caesar here. And of course, we're going to take out an insurance policy of $100,000 for each one of you, and you'll be the beneficiary. So that way you know your money. If something happens to Julius, you get your $500,000 back.
Hey, that's not a bad deal. Let's sign up.
All right, step over here, fellas. Oh, by the way, we'll need the money, cash, like I said. You got 100,000 here. Oh, hey, it's all there, huh?
Well, here it is, 100,000 bucks for our newly found friend Julius here.
All right.
Where is our little present?
Oh, in just a moment here. Let me give Julius a physical, see, so you'll get your insurance money. All right, Julius, you step over here. I'm going to get you set up right now. Hold on to this, Wiley. You're going to take it outside with him. Julius, I want you to sign here right away. These are the insurance policies. Here, just keep signing them right here. What we're doing here, friends, is getting 5 insurance policies for each one of these fellows. You'll sign right there. All right, one more here, Julius. Wait a minute. Wait, oh, no, not on the back sheet. Right there. All right, Julius. And, oh, I almost forgot, Julius. We have to give you a physical. Okay, step over here, son. Let's see, right over here. All right, I want you to cough. Oh, that's wonderful. You passed, Julius. All right, take him out, Wiley. Put him in a taxi right away so everything will be covered. Okay, oh, by the way, Julius, you do get a certificate here, okay? That's your $40,000 a year you'll be getting, besides all that money. Unbelievable, eh? All right, guys, now, you're next. Each one of you, of course, are going to get a certificate, okay? So step over here. And we're going to give you each a certificate. Right here, one for you. Give me your check now. Give me this check. You give a check, of course, that's going to go into the next cycle into the pyramid, all right? All right. Chopsley, you put that into the brokerage company and then put it into the bank, all right? Now, we got the other 2 checks from your 2 other brothers. By the way, what are their names? Smith?
Smith.
Okay, Smith. All right, fellas. Now I've got to give you each a physical because you have to also have an insurance policy. All right, I want you to cough, please. Oh, that's good, that's good. Let me hear this one. This is a big fella here. Oh, that's very good. Okay, let me hear you. Oh, all right. Well, he's going to pass. He's going to be all right.
Stay tuned for more from Morgus the Magnificent.
Yes, you bankers are all alike. You float money from one bank to the other. Why can't we do that? Oh, really? Well, you just keep your eyes on the big board on Wall Street. That's right, we're going to be there on Monday. Oh, there you are. Of course, I'm getting calls from banks all over the country. They're frightened to death. Morgus Bank and Trust is going to be on the big board by Monday, my friends, and it's all legitimate, believe you me. We're helping the public. Oh, you're back, Wiley?
I couldn't get through the front door. You've got a mob on your hands.
A mob? What is a mob doing there?
Don't you remember? Those are your neighbors. They let you use their telephone lines so you can conduct the experiment.
That's right. I forgot about them. I told them to come on Monday, not now. Oh, well, don't worry about it.
By the way, you know, I was wondering, I want to join the plan, too, but instead of giving you $100,000, can I write you a check for, let's say, $200,000? You know, I'm just one of the family, huh? That way, instead of having $500,000 in the bank, I'll have $1 million in the bank. What do you say?
Oh, wait a minute.
Huh?
Wiley, come on. You're being greedy, man. We're gonna do all right. You get a percentage, man. You sign up like everybody else. Come on. Oh, trying to make $1 million. Oh, what do you want, Josh? Oh. Piggy bank? Oh, no, you can't join this big billion-dollar business with a piggy bank. Get that thing out of here, Chopsley. You wouldn't know what to do with money anyway. All right, Eric, we're getting ready now, my friends. We're going to hook up Eric and get Eric ready for receiving all the calls we talked about. Okay, are you ready for this, Eric?
Yes, master.
Never will so many owe so much to so little. Now, friends, speaking of that, get your checkbooks out. I'm going to show you how this works. We're going to give you a number in just a moment. And when we give you that number and you call in, Eric will pick it up on the computer. Take your check out of your checkbook and place the face of your check over the transmitter of the telephone. I know this sounds kind of weird, but believe me, we're sending out audio transmission impulses that'll pick up the impregnation of your check right across the transmitter of your telephone. You just pass it over slowly, and Eric will get the numbers, the code, and of course your name and address and the bank. And that's how we're going to do it. Now, here comes the number. The number is... Wait a minute. What is that, Wiley?
That's the crowd I was telling you about. They must have broken through.
Oh. Oh, I can't believe this. All right, look, don't worry about that, friends. Listen, I'm going to give you the number. Write this down. 999 ERIC. As a matter of fact, why don't you guys down at the station go ahead and run that for me? 999 ERIC. That's great, great, great. Oh, that's perfect. Look, oh, we've got to do something with that crowd out there. Oh, no, I can't believe this. Somehow we're going to... Oh. Well, look, don't worry about it, friends. Listen, this is going to go on. I'll get rid of him a little later on. You have nothing to worry about. The main thing is for you to get all those calls in there. And remember, your money is going to be put into that check that we transfer. If you write a check or we take a check from you for $100,000, you will have the money in the bank. You won't be writing any bad checks. So you can go ahead and call your brothers and your sisters and everybody else. We're not going to... Oh, no. You're right, Eric. You will be famous when this is over. Oh, there you are. Oh, friends, I tell you what, I'm going to need the biggest CPA firm in the world to handle all of this. And I know a lot of you are worried, but don't worry. This is not going to fall apart like the old chain letters or the old pyramid clubs. We've got a computer here, Eric, who's going to make all of us very wealthy. And like I told you before, it won't just fall away. At the very end, when we reach the 1 billionth person who participates, we'll start right over again, and it'll be another cycle. So don't worry about it falling apart. Wiley. Oh, you got the rendering?
Boy, do I have it.
Hey, you got some fancy clothes.
Gotta look the part, pal. Gotta look the part.
Oh, yeah.
Now then, feast
let me see it.
your eyes on this.
Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, look at it, Wiley. It's terrific. It's going to look great. Imagine a scientist on Mount Rushmore. Of course, a humble scientist. And I can see the tourist attraction now. Oh, we got to find a chiseler. We got to find a chiseler.
Oh, don't worry. There are plenty of chiselers around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Well, look, we got to do this very soon. I mean, the earlier the better.
I know, but more the point, how much money do we have in our personal account?
Oh, our personal account. Oh, I don't know. Eric, how much in the personal account?
2 billion, Master.
Oh, 2 billion.
2 billion? Morgy, baby, you're a wealthy man. You might be the wealthiest man in the world. You're going to have to change your image. You got to get rid of those clothes. Look at this way. You're going to meet presidents.
Wait. Say what? Get rid of what clothes?
Your lab coat. You're going to meet royalty, presidents, heads of state. You got to change your image.
Look, my father gave me this lab jacket. I wouldn't get rid of this. Why, these are like merit badges. All these spots here, different experiments.
So we'll put it in a museum. You've got to change your image. You've got to look the part. Don't you understand? You got to get new threads, and I brought them right there.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. First things first. Get those smelly sneakers off.
Oh.
Put your shoes on.
Yes, okay. Oh, wait a minute. I can't undress in front of all these people.
Go ahead.
Oh. All right, folks, why don't you just look the other way, please? Wait a minute. What do you mean, white shoes?
Sure, go ahead.
I can't wear white shoes.
Why not?
Oh, well, it doesn't fit. It doesn't...
Wait a minute now. I want to talk to you. I heard that you came into a lot of money, and I want my rent.
Look, Mrs. Fetish, you'll get your rent. By the way, I'm dressing here. By the way, I could even buy the building.
Buy the building?
That's right. I'll give you $50,000 right now.
$50,000?
That's right. Hey, wait a minute. I don't want a tie.
Sure,
Hey,
everybody
this is a very historic place. You can't just offer me $50,000 for this place.
All right, I'll give you $100,000. Riley, I can't wear a tie.
Sure, you're going to look...
Wait a minute now. You know, this might be on the historic landmarks list.
All right, I'll give you $200,000. Money's no object.
Look at these fixtures and look at these walls, and it even has a back entrance here.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll give you $300,000.
I can live with that.
She can live with that. All right, let's do it. Ready? $300,000.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this check any good?
Is it any good? Eric, tell her how much we have in the bank account.
10 billion, Master.
10 billion.
I always knew you'd amount to something.
Thank you, Mrs. Fetish. Oh, by the way, Monday, your rent is going up.
Now, by the way, I forgot to tell you, a little surprise. The pièce de résistance. Oh, Chops, go downstairs and get the limo I rented.
A limo?
Sure, here's your hat. Chopsley's going to be the chauffeur. And here are the keys. Bring it around in front of the ice house, would you?
Stay tuned for more from Morgus the Magnificent.
Oh, we're in the money, Eric. Oh, hi, friends. Well, I'm real spiffy, I realize that, but I guess everybody's going to get new clothes. Never has so many owed so much to so little. Oh, what are you fellas doing here?
Oh, Dr. Morgus, we're the pallbearers of bad news.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Show him, Moose.
Paper? Man run down by car. Hobo Julius Caesar. Hit and run driver. How could that be? He was just here an hour ago. How could it be in the paper already?
Well, this is one of those instant news editions.
Oh. Well, at least he died with money in the bank.
Yeah, and insurance, too.
Now, did you have to bring that up at a time like this?
Listen, let us not be insensitive here. However, since we are here, we'd like to collect.
Oh, okay, I'll write a check for you.
Oh, no checks. You see, we're on our way to Vegas for what you might call a family reunion. We don't have no time to cash no checks.
Well, wait a minute.
You see, we came in with cash, and we are going to leave with cash.
I told you, we don't deal in cash. We don't deal in cash.
I want cash.
Oh, all right. Oh, I got cash. Oh, we got cash. Oh, in fact, we keep it in a little bank. I got a lot of. Oh, look at that. All the cash in
You
here.
had better explain yourself a little better here.
Well, look. Well, you see what we do? We float. Well, from one bank to the other, we float. We float.
Oh, you float,
That's
do you?
right. We float.
Yeah, well, you ain't gonna float no more. Get in here.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Well, you see, Percy and Moose here, they're in the cement business.
Yeah, some of our best friends are in cement.
What are you doing? You're putting me in cement. Wiley, give him some money.
I just started working here. I don't even know this guy.
Wiley, how can you?
Tune in next week when Morgus the Magnificent takes us into the realm of science. Good night, pleasant dreams.
Morgus Presents was brought to you by Cox Communications, rebuilding a greater New Orleans together.